Shiro is because they quantified what the soul is, which is why they can transfer bodies and it's still you. They know it's you because they've quantified what the soul is.
Yeah, cool.
That's what the Church of Scientology told me too. Hey folks, welcome to the Band Podcast. Here's our introduction music.
The conversations you come in on.
That lovely musical intro assures you, gentle viewer, gentle listener, that this is a high production, fully professional podcast. Only the finest garden to table, geeky conversation for your podcast listening pleasures. This is our Fright Club October movie discussion series. Tonight, these are the only two brave gentlemen I could find who want to talk about exorcism movies with me. Everybody else was a little uncomfortable with that subject. So,
all right.
Well, I had no choice. The power of Christ compelled me.
Fair enough. I guess we should probably do some background for anyone who, well, everyone knows what the hell we're talking about, right? Starting back in the 70s, maybe the late 60s, as a result of, let's say, societal anxiety, there was sort of a horror movie boom. And one of the most popular ones was The Exorcist, coming out, I want to say, 1973. And so it spawned a franchise and many, many imitators. And I think you can legitimately call it a subgenre of horror. And we are here to talk about the genre, favorite movies, least favorite movies, and whatnot. And
okay. I will say this right out of the gate. I'm going to say this. Other than The Exorcist, all possession horror films are shit.
They pretty much follow The Exorcism to a T. They do the exact same thing that The Exorcist did, because once you hit the peak, there's nowhere else to go. The Exorcist was one of the best films ever made of its time.
I have to make a caveat to my statement.
Okay.
The only other thing that would counter that, because it is technically possession, is the Evil Dead franchise.
I agree.
Okay, I can see that.
But those are supposed to be demons possessing dead bodies.
Well, no, whatever the case may be, because Ash is quite alive and he gets possessed. At the end of the day, we're talking exorcism films versus possession films, so I'll make the split between the two. There are some damn fine possession films. Most of them have Bruce Campbell in them or are based on movies he's been in. Exorcism films suck, except for Exorcist. And only Exorcist and Exorcist 3.
Do you guys know there was a proto-documentary in 1922, a Swedish movie called Häxan, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing.
I have that listed on my HBO to watch list, but I haven't gotten to see it yet.
Yeah, sort of an example. I mean, they talk about medieval witch hunts and medieval exorcisms, and it's in the context of, well, they were misunderstanding neurological disorders, and at the same time, it blends that with narrative storytelling, I'm guessing, following a witch hunt. So, yeah, I'd be curious to check that out. But
so it's important for me to state, and those of viewers coming in from my channel know this, I am 100 million billion% anti-woo. Okay? And possession is absolute fucking woo-woo. It's right up there with poltergeists. It's right up there with ghosts. It's fucking woo-woo. But I still enjoy movies. And I can watch horror movies and scary movies and get scared. And like I say, even though I don't believe in ghosts or monsters that aren't just humans being pricks, I still tuck my blankets under my feet at night just in case the skeletal hand comes up from under the bed. Right?
Yeah. We don't believe in the bad luck, but we still throw the salt over our shoulder, because why take the chance?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, Exorcist, great film.
Yes.
Everything else awful. I got you. There was a Mormon-centric or a Mormon-adjacent, we're talking about this before the show, Exorcist movie in 2024, Heretic. It's not exactly a Mormon exorcism movie, but it does feature two Mormon sister missionaries as protagonists. And the antagonist, played by Hugh Grant. Oh, okay, this was...
that's a Monster, isn't it? Well, no, it's not called Monster. What the hell's the name of that movie?
It's called Heretic.
Heretic.
Having recently seen this movie, I was hugely disappointed. Everyone kept saying what a great movie Heretic was. It's so amazing. You're going to love the twist. And I saw it, and it was shit. This is a crap movie. Do not watch it. The twist is bullshit. Don't waste your time.
All right, fair enough. Did you see The Possession from 2012?
The Possession of Emily Rose?
Nope, just The Possession.
No.
Okay. This is often cited as the one Jewish possession movie.
Okay.
It's got Jeffrey Dean Morgan as the dad, Kara Sedgwick as the divorced mom, a couple of kids who are, having a bad time, and oh boy, that Hasidic Jewish rapper, Matisyahu, he is in there.
Black Shabbat.
Huh?
There's a Jewish rap group, Hasidic Jewish rap group called Black Shabbat. Or Black Shabbat. Sorry. Shabbat.
He's probably akin to him, man. He's got the black hat and the forelocks.
Do you not get the joke of their name?
I do not know.
Black Shabbat. Shabbat means Sabbath, so they're Black Sabbath.
Okay. Now that you explain it to me,
Oy vey.
Oh, what a Shemuel.
Schmuck this one is, I swear to God, I'm over here trying to do it.
I say it to
hey, we're going to do it.
I like it when the corned beef is nice and lean. Anyway,
you do. Give me
would like to express your hatred of our bad Jewish accents. Please contact the band at...
All right, I will tell you something right now. I have been paid money by a Jewish company to do a radio spot for them with this accent, so you can talk about your bad accent as much as you want, you goy.
I will point out that I did not.
It's so
not engage in any bad accent.
Now you said ours. You implied it was a group effort.
All right. So in The Possession, they're at a what do you call it? A garage sale, a rummage sale, a swap meet, if you will. They find this ornate carved ancient box, and the little girl has to have it. It calls out to her. Well,
shit! I have seen this movie.
Yeah.
It was awful.
It was not great, no.
Why are you bringing up the not great ones? Can't you find a good one to talk about?
According to you, there are no good ones except for the very first one.
Aha! I got you!
Yeah. Just a passerby says, now give me Shabbos wine.
Two Live Jews, I remember them. Yep, I remember them too.
You got my ancient pop culture reference. Well, I mean, there were cool moments in there. Like there was a moment where Jeffrey Dean Morgan, for lack of a better term, ate the demon to get out of his daughter, and he was trying to pretend like it wasn't there. And Matisyahu, I already say his name, realized what the dad had done, and he just starts chanting in Yiddish to finish the ceremony, and it was kind of cool. But yeah, there was. I don't know if Jeffrey Dean Morgan has been in any good movies. He's been in some halfway decent TV episodes, but I don't know if has he been in a good movie. If you think of one,
I will have to look.
I liked Watchmen. Oh
yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was great in Watchmen.
He's the comedian.
Okay. Other than that, we got anything?
He was Thomas Wayne in one of the Snyder Batman movies. I liked him there.
Okay. He was in Walk Away, a bunch of movies I haven't heard of. He was in Superman versus Batman. Heist.
And I like that movie. Heist. I don't remember that one.
Jonas. He was in Jonah Hex.
I never saw it. Okay, are we talking about Exorcism movies or Jeffrey Dean Morgan's career? What are we doing here?
Which one's more interesting to you, sir?
Well, if we can talk about the granddaddy a little bit, so we can start off at least on a good foot instead of going right to the shit and schlock.
Yeah.
Exorcist is a fantastic movie for many reasons. But for me, it's a little girl looking at a guy and saying, "You're going to die up there," and then wetting the carpet. Mm-hmm. That is all I needed to freak me the fuck out as a kid. You understand? That blew my mind. I didn't need a spider walk, which they added back in later and was a stupid move. They should have left it out. It never needed to be in there. Mm-hmm. I didn't need your mother sucks cock in hell. I didn't need any of that. Even though it was all really great and really made everything very, very dark and all I needed was that one moment. But if you talk to me long enough about horror films, you'll understand it's only one moment that I need to make a movie enjoyable. In Exorcist 3, which was also called Legion, there is a fantastic moment where the nurse is in the hall. She walks down the hall. She looks in the room, and we're all in this beautiful long shot. She turns and walks out of the room, and then they punch in for a closer shot as the guy walks out with these white robes all over him and the bone cutters, and just follows her off frame. And you just hear the wing. That scared the shit out of me when I saw it, and was like, yeah, now I'm into this movie. If you can scare me once early on in your horror film, you'll have me, and I'll pay attention. If your scare doesn't come till the end of the movie, I'm already making fun of your movie. You know what I mean? Like everybody raves about Drag Me to Hell. It's such a good movie. Drag Me to Hell was a stupid piece of shit movie.
Drag Me to Hell was terrible.
It was awful. And I don't know why people love it. So one of the things you need to understand is that when we talk about horror films, we have to understand the majority of the film watching public are easily frightened children, and therefore their opinion about what's a good horror film is usually suspect.
Yeah.
Remember Amityville?
Yep.
You ever watch it?
No, we're in the book.
Okay, watch the movie. It's boring.
Yeah. I've seen one of the more recent Amityville films, the one with what was that? Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Terrible.
I'm talking about watch the original with James Brolin and Karen Black. I think is it Karen Black? I can't remember.
No, I haven't seen.
And it was like I remember I was alive. We were all alive when that movie came out. It was like the scariest film in America. Blah 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 blah. Not fucking scary.
I thought the book was pretty scary, but it was more of a slow burn psychological scare.
Yeah,
you know, weird shit was happening, and there wasn't. I mean, it's not a book with jump scares, but there's the accumulation of weird shit.
That'd be awesome, man. Like randomly in the book, you turn the page and there's a pop up. Just like ah!
I would buy that book.
I like the idea of a book with jump scares. That's great.
The Babadook.
Never saw it. Never gonna see
Babadook
it.
Isn't an exorcism film.
You have an external entity.
That's
exerting control.
It's not possession. It's not possession. It is a manifestation of a parent's desire to kill their child. It is different.
Well, is the kid like autistic or something?
Yes.
Okay.
She asserts her will and casts the Babadook out of her, and it goes and lives in their basement where it's contained. And it's a metaphor for mental health, right? But there's parallels. Okay. You could argue
for mental health.
I'm sorry, did I lose you, Bear?
I said this podcast is a metaphor for mental health. Now keep going. It's my therapy. Keep going.
This is your therapy?
Oh, yeah.
I will send you a bill later. You can pay me in Tim Hortons and free healthcare.
If you want that shit and we don't get free healthcare, stop being a dumb American.
Can't help it. Look where I am.
Yeah, it's fair. You're in Colorado. That's a good point.
Well, with the Free Republic of Colorado. And hey, Jacob, are you going to go out on 10/18? I'm debating renting an inflatable frog costume.
I have no intention.
What's a Delad?
Delad? What?
You said you're going to Delad?
No, on 10/18 there's supposed to be a big nationwide protest. No King's Day.
I live in one of the reddest states there is. If I go out there, I'm more likely to be collected than I am, in a march.
Well, just
scary. You know what I'm gonna make a horror film about? My life.
Your life.
Being a centrist and how fucking terrifying it is watching the two sides tear up the fucking civilization because they're too ignorant to talk to each other. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fair. All right, we're looking for good exorcism movies we can bounce off fairly he can tear up.
Once again in French,
besides The Exorcist as a really good possession film, there have been films that have had possession in them that I have enjoyed. Constantine at the very beginning has a really good possession scene and exorcism scene. I like the way he casts out the demon by entrapping it in a giant mirror and destroying it. I thought that was fun and clever. But otherwise, he is effectively a superhero film because it's Constantine. Repossessed is the is the Leslie Nielsen parody of The Exorcist that has a few funny bits here and there, and just a terrible, terrible music number at the end that make me want to cry.
Speaking of possession, I'm being possessed by a black cat.
Hey, kitty.
Hey, do you mind taking your fucking claws out of my nipples? Thank you.
There were a couple of scenes in oh god, what was the name of that film? It was
The Pope's Exorcist, 2023.
No. It starts.
Okay.
It starts.
How do you have two movies with Russell Crowe playing an exorcist?
Yeah, and they're not
within
the
a
same
year
character.
of each other, and the posters are almost identical.
And they're not the same character.
How does this fucking happen?
Yeah, what the hell?
So Russell Crowe has like 12 kids, and he's not getting many offers anymore. So you're going to see him in shit like that, and playing Zeus in subpar Marvel movies because he's got to make those payments, man.
Yeah. Sinister is what it was. That had some interesting ideas and a couple of good scares in it. Is when people think that their house is haunted, but in fact, what it is their son is possessed. And some of the scenes where you see the demon peeking out from behind the kid, when you first see it, it's pretty creepy.
Which movie is this?
I believe it's called Sinister.
Yeah, I saw the movie in the theater. Okay, and I took a date because hey, scary movies take a date because odds are she's gonna get scared.
But overall, the movie was just meh.
It was so stupid. It was so stupid, and the demon looked like a fucking circus clown. It was bad. It was a bad movie. I sat there like literally going, "This is not." We were laughing, me and this girl. I'm like, "Well, this defeated the entire. Fuck you, this movie. It defeated the entire purpose of my date tonight." But at the same time, what a bad fucking movie. And then they made more of them. They made sequels.
Yeah, that's a whole franchise. There's a bunch of them.
It's sickening.
So the date didn't bond over your mutual disdain?
We're not getting into that. Anyway.
But otherwise, there was the Denzel Washington film Fallen, which is
that's an amazing film.
Which is not an exorcism film, but it is a really good possession film.
Oh, you forgot. I told you about the time I
almost died.
It's such a good movie.
The demon in that is so good. Ooh, he's so good.
All I have to say is time is on my side.
Wait, what's the name of this movie?
Fallen.
Oh,
it's such a good movie.
Not The Fallen, just Fallen.
Okay.
And then what's the movie where Matthew McConaughey, Bill Paxton, where the father claims he's killing people who are possessed by demons?
I'm not familiar with this.
Oh my fuck! It's such a good movie. I won't spoil it for you then. It's so good. Let's go Bill Paxton. He has less movies to sort through.
Is that Frailty?
Frailty, yeah.
2001? Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that movie is good. See, possession movies can be very good.
I will have, there's a difference here because, not all of them involve exorcism.
Yeah. Exorcism movies suck donkey cock. Exorcism movies work at Morning Glory Milking Farm. Okay, that's what those do.
Your audience is on it, man. They know exactly what you're talking about, except for just a passerby who says Frailty.
Well, that's a whole other film where a guy gets possessed by the Holy Grail. Grailty. Hey, Grail.
That's a nice modern take on King Arthur, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also, by the way, sorry, just a quick side note, just a quick sidebar. That King Arthur Knights of the whatever film they made a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the hell it was called.
But it was the Guy Ritchie one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had just called it anything else and not made it King Arthur, we'd all be raving about what a fun fantasy film that was.
Yes. if the characters were not tied to the King Arthur mythology, and it was just a bunch of bunch of guys in set in that era, it would be a great movie.
We'd be going about how fucking awesome this film was, Yeah. Arthur and the Grailty. That's right. Arthur's got the Grail, and then we got to get it out. The power of the Green Knight compels you. King Arthur listen to the sword. Thank you, Henry.
Have you seen Late Night with the Devil?
I did.
What do you think of that one?
Had I discovered that movie on my own, I probably would have thought higher of it than having every fucking person in the world tell me how great it was, and then watching it and going, it was okay. It wasn't bad.
Either way, your contrarian nature robs you of joy.
You ever fuck off? You ever do that?
See, I really enjoyed Late Night with the Devil. I thought it
was a good film.
I thought it brought some fun, new, interesting things to the possession genre.
No, it was a good film. I like the way they use different shooting techniques for everything. I will not ever say it's a bad film, but had it not been overhyped to me, I would have loved it.
Okay.
But I spent the entire film waiting to be blown away. Like, everyone's talking about how great this is. There's going to be something that's going to happen in this movie that's going to blow my ass and my brain up my asshole. Nope. Just by the numbers, good film. What? Spit it out, Jacob.
Go ahead.
Is one of the problems with possession films that priests, we don't like them so much anymore.
I have nothing against priests.
You don't? I mean, there was that huge scandal. I mean, people don't. The public doesn't.
Hang on. There was a huge scandal in the priests. There's been huge scandals in sports ball players. There's been huge scandals with bus drivers. It doesn't mean you hate them all. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Hi, I'm in the center where we think. We don't just react. I apologize. My bad.
So you don't think there's a problem with public perception of priests that might hurt the genre?
Oh, I absolutely think there's a problem with public perception of priests. I think there's absolutely an absolute demonic presence in our world currently dismantling faith in God and religion, and it has infiltrated even the church itself. And that's the movie I want to see. That's the miniseries I want to watch. That's the TV series I want to watch. The fact
that the church has become the
exactly,
worst.
And I want that character from Prophecy that Elias Codius played, who's also in Frailty and in Fallen, by the way, as the lapsed priest who is now exposing and fighting all of this. That's the movie I want, because that's interesting to me. That's beyond,
I like it.
I
like it.
The Prophecy is another.
I think you've read a couple of my scripts by now, Jacob. I'm a decent writer.
You are.
I'm not great, but I'm decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a good possession movie for you that I believe we all note and have enjoyed.
All right.
Fucking camera's mirrored again.
Event Horizon.
Love that movie. Absolutely adore that movie.
The ship is possessed.
The ship is possessed. The doctor's possessed. I mean, come on. Space is possessed in that fucking movie.
Honestly, there should be more haunted spaceship movies. It's a great concept. Just a passerby says, I recommend the series 30 Coins. Is anyone familiar with this?
I am not. But speaking of 30 Coins,
it's a Spanish mystery horror television show.
I'm not watching that.
I think the concept of the 30 coins being the foci for demonic possession is a great story idea.
How about if the story is the 30 coins have been separated over the world, and now there are 30 demons running amok on the planet, and our hero, who is a former exorcist, who's a lapsed Catholic, let's say, and who's lost his faith, doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe in the devil anymore, is suddenly presented with the reality of it and has to hunt down and gather the 30 coins.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the series, when he's managed to get the last of the coin and he brought them all together, he's fallen for the trap, because when the 30 coins come together, he can now be possessed by Lucifer.
That's kind of cool. Did you guys ever read the Silver Coin comic?
Write it.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. What's the Silver Coin comic?
It was a horror anthology. It's finished up now. It was supposed to come back, but it's about a possessed coin that it's always hungry. It's a demonic coin. It wants to drive people to do terrible, terrible things. And also, it's got a plan that's kind of nebulous. It starts off, these guys in a band in the 70s find it, and the guitar player starts using it as a pick or something, and all of a sudden they're hugely, hugely successful. And it's similar to any other horror anthology.
Hang on, I want to address Jason. Jason, are you telling me that Dresden Files did a story about a lapsed Catholic exorcist who lost his faith, maybe became a psychologist or a psychiatrist to prove that this was all mental health and not demons at all, but then finds out that the 30 coins of silver have been distributed amongst the world, and each one is attached to a demon or a devil, a demon that can possess the living, and then when he brings them all together after destroying 30 demons, he gets possessed by Lucifer? Did the Dresden Files do that exact story? I'll wait. I'm not a 40K fan. 40K sucks.
I'm glad I didn't invite Ross to this podcast. All right. Got a friend, Ross Watson.
I'm not a fan of 40K either.
I'm a fan of every fucking source that 40K rips off.
I'm told Dan Abnett writes some really good books for that IP. I haven't read it.
Well, you know what, Jason? My idea is still not the same, so I win. Why am I looking at Silver Coin? Now I'm mad.
It's worth a look. It's all right.
Man.
Each coin had a fallen angel on it from Jason. Okay. So where are we going with that? We're going somewhere.
Well, we're talking about possession films because exorcism films stop.
Basically, it comes down to The Exorcist is the best exorcism film, but in terms of possession films, there's a lot more to be offered.
What's the movie where the band is playing a concert? Is it Jennifer's Body, where the band plays the concert and then it's actually a ritual?
Yeah, Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's Body.
My agent's daughter was in that. They shot in Vancouver.
Yeah, that was not a bad movie. That was what's her name who did she was the super hot screenwriter for a while.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, she was the actress. The screenwriter was the one who did.
Was the stripper, the one who became a stripper for a while to prove that men are all pigs? The crazy feminist.
Like that, yeah.
Something Dakota fuck your mother or something. I don't know what the hell her name is. One of the most.
That was her exact name. Yes, Diablo Cody.
Diablo Cody. There we go. One of the most obnoxious human beings I've ever watched interviewed, to the point where I was just like, wow, like why would anyone? And then I was right, because no one ever talked to her again after that. Like she was done. She just,
Juno. Yeah, Juno was her big movie.
Yeah.
And then she had Jennifer's Body, and then she had United States of Terror on Showtime, which was kind of awful. And
kind of failed.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like there could be an overlap between the old dissociative disorder movies and possession movies, but no one ever really crosses that line.
Well, okay, so you're running into a world now where you're starting to talk about mental health versus possession, right? And this is something that we talk about all the time. And people, like religious people say it's not mental health, it's actual demonic possession. And psychological people say it's not demonic possession, it's mental health. And again, being a centrist in the middle, I go, both of you shut the fuck up and do more work. Because you're not doing enough study. You're basically just making opinions and then sticking to them like assholes. Because in both sides, demonic possession advocates and psychological disorder advocates, there are outlier cases that disprove both of their theories. For the mental health people, there's some shit that's happened that's been documented where you go, that's real hard to fucking explain as mental health. And for the demonic possession side, there's lots of cases you go, this is clearly not a demonic possession. This is clearly a troubled mind. Therefore, you need to do more work before you start saying absolutes, Because only Sith deal in absolutes.
That's fair.
The Evil Dead film, was the recent one, could be a pretty good advocate for possession and exorcism film, considering the ritual that they have to go to get the demon out of her.
Yes, it's a
by
Kandarian exorcism.
by killing her, burying her, and then resuscitating her.
Yes, indeed. I'm with you on this, Jacob. I prefer the original version, which was bodily dismemberment. But hey, the new one's good too.
He was trying to get his sister back. Was the point.
Exactly. No, I'm with you on that. I just I like both of the new Evil Dead movies. I like both of them. I thought they were both perfectly disturbing, perfectly horrific, and reminded me of Evil Dead 1, which was an actual scary movie, as opposed to 2 and Army of Darkness, which are comedies. Slapstick comedies, no less.
For possession film, have you seen Suitable Flesh?
Never heard of Suitable Flesh.
This is a relatively new film. Okay. It stars Heather Graham.
Really? She's still around?
Yeah. She is a psychiatrist, I believe, and one of her patients she discovers is a body swapper. He is using a spell to keep himself alive by going from one body to another, and she is his next target.
All right, is it good?
I thought it was interesting. There was a scene where towards the end where I went, bullshit, because they pretty firmly establish that at the beginning that both people need to be hearing the spell cast in order for the body swap to happen. But at the very end, the person is just whispering the spell. She's far, far away, not even near him. And the swap happens. And I was like, that you just broke the rule of your own movie.
Yeah, that's modern Hollywood, dude. They don't know how to do third acts anymore. They've lost the script on how to do a third act.
If other than that bit, it was a decent film in my opinion.
You guys heard of The Harbinger? Came out in 2022.
Nope.
Okay, it came up when I was searching for possession movies.
Hi, welcome to the BAMF podcast, where Mike picks a topic and then Google searches it live.
I have a lot of time, sir, because you run on a bit. I don't know if you had noticed.
I just
finally grew some balls. Look at you! I'm so proud of you, Mike.
I just thought of a film I hadn't thought of in a while that fits nicely into possession. Is something I really enjoy. The Hidden.
The Hidden. What's The Hidden?
Okay, Bear's gonna hate it. I love this film. This is an alien possession film.
Where the guy from Twin Peaks and what's her name? What's the big famous? Well, she was in Babylon 5 as Ivana.
Claudia Christian.
Claudia Christian. Yeah, those are the names. Claim to fame.
Yeah, there are. It basically starts out there's a police officer who is going after a criminal and guns the guy down. Later on, he's going after another criminal, and he is exhibiting similar traits, mannerisms, and terms of speech that the guy he gunned down and absolutely 100% saw die is having. So he then encounters his new partner, who is a federal agent who is following along the same lines. But over the course of the film, you find out that the federal agent and the criminal they've been chasing are aliens who are possessing human bodies.
Which immediately discredits it from being a possession movie. It's an alien movie.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry, but
it is possession.
But it's not paranormal supernatural. It's science fiction.
Well, if we're going to accept the Event Horizon as supernatural,
because it is,
they go to hell.
It may be set in the future.
It's supernatural because they went to hell.
Yeah, dude.
The ship is demon possessed.
Anyone ever get the impression, by the way, that that movie was originally a Hellraiser in space movie, and that the gravity engine was a Lamont's configuration or something?
100%.
Like that's what I feel like.
Considering what it looked like with all the spikes and everything on it, yeah.
Paranormal Activity is a possession movie.
When there's the scene where the engine opens up and it's just the black void inside. I was expecting chains to shoot out of it.
I was expecting Cenobites. Yeah. Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think there is a very untapped well of religious horror because they keep falling back to The Exorcist as the prototype, and as a result they lose the script. Hence why movies like Frailty and Fallen really don't lose the script, because they pick up on it, right? I always said The Hitcher would have been a better film, and I like The Hitcher, Rutger Hauer and C. Thomas Howell and all that good stuff, if at the end you found out he was actually possessed by a demon. Now, I mean, they were going for psychological horror of look at this evil man, but even then, it's a little over the top. It's like, I don't recall reading in all my serial killer studies the guy who tied people between trucks and ripped them apart. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucked up. But had it been supernatural at the end, in the third act, you're like, oh, fuck. He's fighting a devil, a demon. This is, oh, okay. Then it becomes it's a hook. And I think that's what I'm looking for, is I want to see more movies where in the third act you go, whoa, that fucking changed gears, but it makes sense that it changed gears, and you go, okay, should have seen that coming.
Would you classify the original Wreck film as a possession film?
That's a hard one, because it's also a zombie film, right?
But they're obviously demons, because they're stopped by the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah,
honestly,
I'd say it's possession. Yeah. Possession.
I personally, this comes from my buddy Tom, who loves horror, and I hold this ever since he said it. I personally believe that all those zombies in it are possessed by one single demon.
Yes,
Legion.
Legion situation.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. No, I think that's absolutely a possession film. You've sold me on that idea.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Demonic undead. Therefore, I must immediately bring up the is it Dario Argento? No, it's the other Italian guy who has Demons and Night of the Demons.
Yes.
Which is the same movie twice. Once in a movie theater, once in a condo.
They are the same movie. They might as well be in the same universe.
Well, interestingly enough, in the second movie where they're in the condo, the first movie is playing on screen on a TV.
I think Just a Passerby just gave us a great movie title here.
Possessed Hobo with a Shotgun?
Well, since there's already Hobo with a Shotgun, that's a little... Well, sorry,
okay.
I am talking to the Corman of creativity here. So.
I have never seen, nor do I have any interest in Hobo with a Shotgun.
Rutger Hauer's really good in it. I will give him his due.
I have watched plenty of Rutger Hauer films. I can find better Rutger Hauer films than that.
You haven't seen it. You can't judge it.
You're
being pretentious.
I will take Tears in the Rain any day.
I think Pet Sematary counts as a possession movie.
No. Pet Sematary, yeah, sadly, it's a bad movie.
I mean,
Lamberto Bava. That's the director I was thinking of. Lamberto Bava. You ever seen those movies?
It's been a lot of years. Back in the 90s, I think.
They're the 80s, and you saw them in the 90s. That's fine. They're gross. Like the Italians were really into gross horror.
They are. They love blood and gore and all that, and they're horror.
Oh god, yeah.
Some of the worst gore I've ever seen has come from Italian films.
So if we made this
in both ways, most disgusting and also poorly executed on screen. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
If we just made this possessed hobo with a crossbow, is that unique enough for you, sir?
Well, I would change the word hobo. I would be like possessed, unhoused person.
Unhoused person. Possessed commuter.
Lord.
Possessed Karen. All kinds of Karen jokes there.
Yeah, that's the other problem. You want to play into the goofy. I want to play into the horror.
It's because you're a serious creative, sir. I can only aspire to reach your heights one day.
Fuck you.
With the two house movies count as possession, the deal would be the house that was. Well, I mean, it's a haunted house movie.
Those aren't real possession. That's a haunted house film.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the two house movies. I think they're super awesome, fun movies.
Except there were more than two.
Yeah, but House 3, which was released as House 4, they're not really.
No, they're not. Yeah, no, they're not.
Honestly,
only the first two are good.
Come on.
I fully agree.
The second one has the best pun, and I hate puns, but I absolutely love House 2, the second story. I killed me. I'm like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah. So looks like you got your run-of-the-mill dimensional portal here.
Hey, what you got going on here is a run-of-the-mill dimensional portal. If Bill Tanner, electrician, and adventurer.
It's like plumber, electrician, adventurer. It's like, yeah!
I would have loved to see Cliff Clavin, Supernatural Adventurer, in an ongoing series. That would have been
I
thrilled.
would love to have seen that character get a spin-off series. It would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's not hanging out.
Actually,
here.
No, I would have loved for him to do a cameo in a Ghostbusters movie.
That would have been great. I saw the weirdest Ghostbusters behind the scenes thing the other day on Paul Scheer from How'd This Get Made podcast. It was a clip of Aykroyd and Bill Murray hanging out in front of the Ecto-1, and they were talking to a group of film distributors who were at a convention in Vegas, and they were basically saying, "Hey, you should show Ghostbusters. It's a great action comedy." And then Bill Murray says, "When you guys go back to your room, you're going to find someone very special there waiting for you. Columbia paid for it all. You guys don't have to worry about it. Just show Ghostbusters in your theaters." And I was like, what did I just watch? Was this a thing they did back in the day?
Yeah, it's called the distribution market. That's how it works. So here, let me explain how movies work, Mike. How much money do you think you get out of your own bank account to make a movie if you're an actual film producer and not someone trying to kick off their career in the first place?
If you're not doing the Kevin Smith thing of committing like gross credit card fraud,
or the Robert Rodriguez thing of medical experimentation while writing your scripts, or the Wayans brothers thing of using credit cards that don't have to be paid off at the end of the month, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, what do you think you do?
You go to studios and beg.
You go to the distributors of the foreign film releases at a festival. The Canon, Menachem Golan, and the other guy made a career out of this. A career where basically you sell the movie. So the first question you get asked when you go to one of these things, you say, "Hey, I got a romantic comedy." You know what the first question they're going to ask you? Who's your lead? Because they know how much the leads are worth in their territory. Oh, it's Tom Hanks. Well, he's worth this much money, so we'll pay this much money for the distribution rights. That's how it works, right? The only genre where you don't have to do that is horror, because horror sells in every market.
Yep.
So you don't have to have a lead name because they know the horror is going to be worth X amount of money to them. And then you get your money, and that's your budget, or the recoup of your budget for your investors, one or the other. What Canon Films did was they would pitch the movie with a cool poster they paid money for to get a poster painted up, and then they'd be at the thing, and Menachem would be pitching this movie that didn't exist at all. And then once he had all the money he collected from the distributors, he'd shoot the film. That's how it works. So what the Ghostbusters, what they were doing, that's just part of the shilling process. Hey, you're in the movie, you want to make money? We got to go do this and get the investors to buy it.
Yeah.
That's all.
I always figured there was split handing going on. I didn't realize it was Columbia's going to pay for a whole stable of.
They didn't. That's Bill Murray making an inappropriate joke because he's Bill Murray.
Okay, well, I don't know. It was the 80s. Crazy things could happen. It was.
You know what you get if you look up the word gullible in the dictionary, Mike? Come on, say it. Say it.
So has anybody seen
the definition of the word gullible, which you are?
Anyone seen Deadstream from 2022?
What?
Deadstream 2022. It's live stream ghost hunting turns into a possession.
Was that the one that was in they're in the insane asylum and they get stuck inside and it's a found footage film?
No, that's
Supernatural.
That's something else.
No, it's something else. No, I haven't seen Deadstream.
Because I haven't, because I've never heard of Deadstream.
Okay, it seemed like a cool concept. You guys seen?
I'm a psychiatrist worker and
Grave Encounters.
Grave Encounters, yeah. I saw in my career psychiatrist ask for an exorcism. Oh, well, fuck's sake, that psychiatrist should be fired. But hey, shit happens.
And if the patient believes it, I guess I could see it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I've been at Pentecostal church services where they did healings in front of you, and the people who were getting healed were, thrilled to have it happen. And I was thinking, well, placebos are supposed to be effective 30% of the time. So,
do you ever watch the documentary about Marjo Gortner?
Nope. What's that?
You should. The Miracle Worker, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And so Marjo Gortner, you've seen Star Crash. You've seen Star Crash, right?
Yeah.
That Star Wars knockoff with Carolyn Monroe. Well, he's the guy that's her sidekick, the blonde guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Marjo Gortner. Well, when he was a kid, he was a faith healer on the evangelical circuit in America. So they did a documentary later about him called The Miracle Worker, where he exposes everything they do.
Interesting.
So a lot of those Pentecostal things where you saw them doing the healing, many of those people were plants that were put there to suddenly be miraculously healed and sell the show.
Oh, yeah.
And you have the placebo effect.
Yeah, it's... You watch Benny Hinn doing that thing he does where he's like just throwing whole energy out and knocking down whole rows of people. I'm like,
oh my God, eh? Nothing I love more than watching like when a real martial artist fights those guys. They just get their asses beat. They're not, they're students.
Well, Benny Hinn was, I think, a Texas-based televangelist, and his thing was he would heal whole big crowds at once in his church.
Guy. Yeah. Okay, that's different.
He would throw
but that's the same. But that's the same thing because you have these martial artist guys who are like, they're masters of the chi energy, and they whip their students around with one finger, and they're amazing, or they stop them with their hand. And then they fight a real martial artist eventually because their ego means they cannot be stood up, they can't be shown up, and they get their asses beat because they don't have any magical fucking powers because magical fucking powers don't exist in the real world.
Imagine if they met Steven Seagal though, when they could beat him. It just
anyone can beat Steven Seagal. My cat could kick Steven Seagal's ass.
You're talking some big shit there, man.
Well, given that he used to change choreography in the middle of a fight scene on the take and injure stuntmen, he can go fuck himself. He's a piece of human shit.
All right.
But no, I'm not bitter.
So when Steven Seagal and Bear have the pay-per-view, you can watch it right here on the Band Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, Gimpy versus Limpy. That's going to be a hell of a fight.
I would watch that.
The rumble in the Bengay Arena. Because we're both needing it to move. Anyway, back to the topic at hand.
Back to possession movies.
So we've all agreed there are no good Exorcist films except for The Exorcist, right?
There's that one, but apparently it's sort of its redheaded cousin. Possession movies is a fertile field. Yeah. I think we've talked about. I think we've kind of. I don't know. Are there any good ones that we've missed?
I've been training my brain to trying to think of more, and I can't.
Ghost.
Oh my God, Ghost is a possession movie. I hadn't even thought about that.
Okay, the ghosts are able to, yes.
I mean, they're mainly possessing Whoopi Goldberg, but yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I want to see that happen now. I want to see that happen now. Whoopie do, whoopie don't. Anyway, yeah. I think zeroing in on a specific topic like this is difficult.
Yeah, we should probably be a little more broad next time because this is.
Last time we were very broad in saying we should narrow it down. Now we're saying
we're allowed to learn from our mistakes, Mr. Blackman.
When we start with a broad premise, it will initiate some angry viewer feedback and discussion. Like most possession and exorcism movies are just Catholic fanfic. Go.
Well, and we did get a couple of good things out of this. We got the idea for the story of the 30 coins, demons leading to the gateway to hell, and him being possessed by Lucifer and bringing about the apocalypse. Yeah. And we got the idea for the story about the Catholic Church being infiltrated by Satanists and taken over, and the guy having to fight against it and expose them and bring God's justice upon them. So there we go. We got two great things out of this stuff. Yeah. You can knock off later and make comedy somehow. So that's great.
Yeah, we got three good things. Did you forget about the Death Claren with the crossbow?
I was trying.
Listen up, game masters. We just fed you a couple of plots for your horror-based RPGs.
There you go.
Do it.
Possess Karen with a crossbow at the Ren Fair.
No.
I would argue that a zombie movie at the Ren Fair would be just so much fun.
Depends on how many people are carrying real swords.
That's the funny bit is no one is. I mean, like maybe the guys on the jousting field have actual sharp metal weapons.
I believe they've kind of already done that with the Knights of Badassdom.
Yeah.
What was the big threat in that?
Which is a possession movie, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, what happens in that movie?
Well,
it's a LARP film, and there's a demon. So someone is trying to create atmosphere for the magic circle part of the adventure, where the evil summoner is supposed to have a magic circle and summon a demon, and they actually draw a magic circle from
because he has an actual grimoire.
Yeah, and it summons a demon.
And then the demon takes on the view of one of the guy's ex-girlfriends, and
hilarity ensues.
And that was the film that made me realize, as hot as Summer Glau is, I think she's a little bit Down syndrome-y, because she just like, it was like, ooh, yeah, I'm starting to see it now in her face. Like, ooh, yeah, okay. Now I see it, and now I feel bad. You know what I mean? Because now I feel like, I shouldn't be attracted to this, because that's just wrong. That's how I was raised. So
the heart knows what it wants. Bear.
The heart knows. Hey Doc, what's up, man?
Maybe you're turning away from where you're meant to be.
Wow, you are really just the Antichrist today, aren't you?
I'm just possessed. It'll clear up though.
That explains the red.
The red. Back to the old classics.
Well, you had a victory tonight. I can't let you have too many of those. I got to keep you in your place, otherwise you're gonna get a big head about it.
Oh, Jacob, bring us home with something pithy. Come on.
If you enjoyed this content, please contribute to the BAMF Podcast Patreon. I have no idea if it's still running or not.
It is. It's still out there.
Okay. If it wasn't, I'd say I have a Patreon. I could use some followers. I just lost $85 worth of followers, so I could really use some followers.
Ouch, that sucks.
Yeah.
All right, all my people. All my people.
Tough everywhere.
All right, shush for a second. All my people. Jacob did that amazing cover for Valorous that you all like. He's also doing some art for Heroic, which you all liked what I've shown you. So if you like it, go back his Patreon. He's a good artist.
What's your Patreon link?
Let me throw it up here for you.
Also, if you enjoyed this witty repartee, ko-fi.com/bamfpod. Buy us a coffee.
If you know what witty repartee is, then you know that this was not it. So therefore,
you
support Mike so you can get a book that's a thesaurus.
Damn, that hurt. Oh, you wound me, sir. You wound me deep.
I wound you.
Palpable hits.
Palpable, indeed, you poltroon.
But yeah, it's pretty easy to find. Patreon.com/Jacob Blackmon, JACOB
Let me throw it into a banner.
I just threw it into my chat for my people.
Your people, your cult.
They're not a cult. Trust me, if they were a cult, I wouldn't be worried about paying rent.
That's patreon.com/Jacob Blackmon. Check him out. He did that good cover for what's the name of your game you're going to put out someday?
Valorous. It's coming out by the end of the month. Don't be a cunt.
And I believe you.
Dude, I'm in layout. What's wrong with you?
Okay, all right.
It's a one-man band, except for the little bit of art I've had to purchase for it. So give me some fucking slack, man. So Mike, when you're not just making jokes endlessly in your product and you're actually trying to write something seriously, it takes time.
Okay, fine. And Henry Tanner points out Ghostbusters. It's a possession movie.
Technically, it is.
You are correct.
There are at least 2 cases of possession I can think of in there.
Yep.
So.
Nice doggy. Good doggy. Maybe I got a milk bone for you.
Yeah.
Yes, have some.
All right, should we wrap it up?
Well, apparently you're going to, so why do you ask our opinion on it?
It's a verbal filler. I don't know.
I say so.
Bear's being sassy tonight.
You started.
I started. Excuse me, sir. I started. Anyway, thanks for checking out the Banff podcast. We'll catch you next. We'll do another Fright Club next week. What will we talk about next week?
We'll
scary
That's
movies.
the subtitle.
We'll pick something.
Pick something. Monster movies.
Yeah, we can do monster movies.
Yeah.
The premature death of Universal's Dark Universe and why it's all Tom Cruise's fault.
The continuing attempt of the Universal Dark Universe.
The
they
really
keep
bad
trying to make it.
idea. Yeah, exactly. The really bad idea
Like,
someone thought would be a good idea. Yeah.
Just make the universe. Just do monster films. Universal. Do a Dracula film. Do a Wolfman film. Do a Frankenstein film. Give me the Mummy. Give me the Creature in the Black Lagoon. Just don't try to make it a whole universe. Just make the movies individually. Something will come of it on its own.
That's fair. You know what's going to be terrible and awful once AI gets like up and working? When they can start doing mashups, just by typing in a prompt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to watch Risky Business, but turns into a zombie flick halfway through.
Oh, so like when they did Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Exactly.
So just using AI for stupid ideas. Oh, there we go.
That's what we're doing now. Creature of the Black Lagoon. Yeah.
Nice.
That's Flamingo says. That's a subtitle. Valorous. Don't be a cunt.
Yes, exactly.
That is a pitch line. That's going to sell some books right there, I think.
Yeah, well, since we're playing it at a church at the end of the month at ClariCon, maybe not.
Well, go to a Unitarian church. They'll be understanding. We don't have Unitarians in Canada.
Yes, we do.
Fair enough. All right, guys, we're going to call it a show. We'll catch you next time. Next week, talking horror movies again. So
couldn't resist getting a Canada shot in there, could you?
Nothing but respect for you guys. Up
what
north.
kind of lobster demon has possessed you, sir?
His name's Bill. I don't know. All right, folks. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.